Hey everyone, how are you all? I wish you all are very well, fit and fine. And my name is Chandni Singh. As you know, I am from Uttar Pradesh district Chalon. And in today's video, I am going to talk about a very common question, a very common topic, which is comes in every mind who is in learning phase. Okay, who wants to learn a new language, who wants to acquire a new language. Everyone uh, everyone uh, face this problem, that is start thinking in English. And one thing that is I am going to explain you in a very simple manner. Okay, that is when I started my journey, I started to learn this language, I started to acquire this language. uh, I talk with people, that is uh, I want to speak in English, and I want to improve my fluency, but I don't think how can I start. Okay, so they advise me, the people advise me that if you really want to speak in English, then you have to start think in English first. Okay, think in English first. They advise me. Okay, when they advise me, after that, here is a problem arise in my mind. Okay, what is the problem? Let's see. I explain to you everything very clearly. Everyone face this problem, and everyone think same, who are in learning phase, who are beginner. Okay, so my uh, my problem is that uh, when the people advised me that think in English, start in English if you really want to speak. Okay, I think, but when I start think in my mind about anything, about any topic, the thoughts comes first in my mother tongue, right? So this is the biggest problem to me, because when I start thinking about any topic, when I want to start speaking in English, the first sentence, when I think in my mind, that comes in my mother tongue, that came in my mother tongue in a starting. Okay, so I was very frustrated about that how can the people do that? How can uh, how could people think directly in English? Because when I think anything about anything, my thoughts comes in Hindi, my in my mother tongue first. So I was very frustrated about that. But the solution of this problem is, if you really want to speak in English, that is very true, that is very important to think in English. Okay, but how can I think, how can we think in English directly? Because our mother tongue is comes first in our mind, right? Okay, so in starting, this is happens. Okay, it's happened to everyone, because we are human beings. And when we want to acquire any other language, when we want to uh, learn any other language, the contradict between our mother tongue and new language. So the I want to say, just when we want to start, when we want to acquire any other language, uh, we have to translate our mother tongue to new language. This is very important phase for everyone. So if thoughts comes in your mind in Hindi, then don't worry. I can understand your problem. I can, because I already face this problem, so I can understand this. Because thoughts comes in Hindi, because we are Hindi speaker. Apart from the Hindi speaker, if someone are Tamil, Telugu, Kannada, and Gujarati, whatever their mother tongue, they they think in their mother tongue first. After that they translate their mother tongue into English, then they talk. So don't frustrate about this question. You just, in your starting phase, you just translate your sentences, your mother tongue into English. After some time, when you are familiar with some words, some structures, some sentences, your thoughts eliminate in Hindi or in your mother tongue and directly comes in English. Okay, so don't panic about this problem. Don't panic about this situation. You just start with translation. Okay, you just start your translation method, but don't think that always you carry on with the translation. That is not work a long time. This is just for a beginner. Okay, when you are because sorry, I just want to say you something, that is, you have seen that baby, you have seen the kids, small kids. Did you think that they really need a vocabs, need a grammar of their to speak their mother tongue and all? The answer will be no. They don't need. They didn't need. Sorry, they don't need. Right? They listen. First, they listen whatever the language around of them. They listen that particular language and imitate. They after that they imitate the particular language, and after imitating they repeat the sentences. After some days they make their own sentences, they make their own structures, right? They don't need to learn grammar and vocab and whatever also, right? So they but in English we need to learn some vocabs. Yes, obviously we need to learn some vocabs, but in starting we don't need anything, because a lots of things we already know, and many more things we already read out and listen also and imitate also, because sometime we hear from someone, sometime we read from any other books and articles also. So that's why in our mind, in our subconscious mind, have a lot of vocab for starting, right? To if we really want to start anything, not anything, I'm saying just if we really want to start speak in English, that we already have enough vocab for our starting. Okay, so you just use your old vocabulary, you just use your old uh, mm, structures of sentences, whatever you already know. Don't go on the new vocabs. Don't in a starting, don't go on the new vocabs and uh, fancy words and perfection also, right? You just start your simple sentences, you just start with your simple vocabulary, whatever you know, and every day every day you add some new words, you add some new vocabulary in your daily routine, and start how can we use it in our daily communication. In this way you can learn your English speaking. Okay, and in this way you can also think in English. First in your mind comes that वह जाता है, right? And after that you translate it he go he goes, right? So it is enough for starting. Okay, it is enough for starting. You just go with this, you can go good to go with this. Okay, you just think whatever you already knows, use it. Okay, first use it, and after that you learn something new. And a language is not a grammar section is different, and a language section is different. So don't mix the grammar and a language together. There is a need to there is a need to think about the separation way. Language is different from the grammar. Yes, some rules are obviously apply in our language, but not all languages based on grammar rules. So you just start your speaking with a simple vocab, simple structures of sentences, and after that you just add some vocabularies. uh, you use learn something fancy, some new fancy words, listen more and more content in English. Your mind acquire at least few sentences about those content. Okay, and you apply those sentences in your regular basis, regular communication. By this you can speak in English. Okay, so I hope you clear all these things. I hope I would clear you. And I'm also a beginner, I'm not a fluent speaker, but I know I make lots of mistakes, but I don't afraid of these mistakes. I don't panic about that in that situation, because I know after some days I eliminate my mistakes and new and acquire something, whatever I want to learn or whatever I want to add in my regular basis. So you can also communicate with someone. If you don't have any atmosphere, any environment, any partner, then don't worry, you talk with the objects. I always say to you that you talk with the objects, because always not laugh at the objects will not laugh at you, they will not make a fun of you. So you can talk with them very confidently, and you can talk with them very uh, familiarly, if very what I don't know. So in today's video, this is all about for today's video. And lastly, I would like to give you a topic for today, that is present and indefinite tense. In last video, we have already practice of imperative sentences, and I hope you all are you will practice about that topic. Okay, I want to say that आपने किया practice किया होगा, उस topic से related practice किया होगा. And now for today onwards, I will give you a topic, that is present indefinite tense. And present, make the sentences related to the present indefinite tense, like he goes, he comes, he speak, he talk, he eat, whatever you want to. And after some time, change the subject. You eat, you write, you speak, you see, you watch, uh, you dance, whatever you want to say. Okay, and after some time you change the verb, that is you dance, you just like that, so you make your sentences uh, based on your today onward. Okay, present day. In this day, what happens with you? Describe it in your own words, and by this you can learn your English, you can learn your fluency, you can make your fluency in English. So meet you soon. Till then, take care. Bye bye. Meet you soon with the next video.